Started the program at 195 pounds, and I was working out 5 days a week. I would lose the same 4 pounds over and over and over, and I was just on this cycle where I wasn't seeing the progress I thought I should be seeing for the amount of effort I was putting in at the gym. I mean, like, I tried counting macros, I tried keto, I was exercising, and I thought I was pretty educated on, fitness, nutrition, but I still had a lot to learn. Yeah. I was like, I work out. Why doesn't it look like I work out? And so that was like really frustrating to me, because I had a lot of baby weight to lose, and I just wasn't seeing the progress. I was stuck. And so that's why I came to the program.
What kind of results did you get in the program?
I'm down to like almost 40 pounds, inches everywhere.
Too many?
I think I started at a size 12 or 14 pants, and now I can fit into a size 6, which I've never in my life fit into. I weigh almost as much as I did in middle school. And I feel fantastic.
Hey, what is up, guys? In today's video, I have an interview with my client, Whitney, and she learned 3 major things throughout her program that helped lead her to getting insane results. And I wanted to share them with you today in hopes that, 1, you can learn from her mistakes without having to do the same mistakes she goes through, number 1. And number 2, maybe inspire you to take your first step in your health and fitness journey. I'll be back in just a sec.
I'm 39. I have 4 kids. I work part-time as a nurse and just a busy mom. I'm in the classroom. I'm volunteering. I'm a Girl Scout leader, all the things, really, really busy. It just also worked. It was just, I needed to have this a priority in my life because I need the energy, right, to give to all the people in my life.
What made you kind of like go, all right, I need to look for something?
So one of my Facebook friends, Daisha, had posted a couple of times, and then she went through this amazing transformation and had posted about it multiple times. And I was like, this is what I'm looking for. I want to look like I lift weights and put the effort in the gym that I do. Why aren't the pieces connecting? I think if you have any weight to lose, you can't have a total transformation that you see, in the 90 days. Like, I can see why now it's 12 months. You go through so many like periods of life, birthdays, celebrations, holidays, summer, all of these things that kind of, there's stressors, there's, times that you're coasting, like things where fitness can be your number one priority, and then times where it can't, and you really have to learn how to navigate that. Like, I think so much of our culture is like in these quick fixes of like, oh, I'm going to start this program and I'm going to look like this fitness model in 90 days. It really takes time to lose the weight, to build the muscle, to change your mindset, and look at things in a more like healthy way and make it a sustainable life change, which is what we're all wanting. One thing Chris said to me is like, you need to stay in integrity. And I think you just feel so much more at peace with yourself when you're making choices that align with who you are and what you want to be. And, you're not searching for that. I don't know. I guess if you like aren't happy with what you're choosing, then you need to like fill that void, I guess. And sometimes you do it with food. And like when you take that away, it's like, oh, a weight is lifted. I don't know. Yeah. You just feel so at peace with yourself.
Who do you think would benefit most from this sort of program, doing the Trailblazer program?
I mean, honestly, I think anyone can do it. I think what it really taught me is how to prioritize the things that are going to maximize your results. And so if you are super busy and you can't spend 4 hours in the gym, which I can't, I can't even go 7 days a week, so it really taught me what behaviors are going to make the difference in my life, and how to prioritize that. And it was so much more nutrition than I thought, than exercise. Like, exercise is an important key, but the nutrition was really what I needed to get dialed in, and that was going to give me those results I was looking for.
For you, what are some of the unexpected results that you got that you're like, I was not expecting this to happen?
Okay, this is going to be really weird. So I have a Tupperware cabinet that's like down, like on the ground kind of. And I used to hate to go like dig for Tupperware. And then I realized like, oh, I can squat down and then I can stand back up. Super painful for me to squat down. So like my mobility has improved in a lot of ways. And Chris also showed me ways to kind of like stretches and things like that help with my like chronic back and hip pain. So I think not being held back by those things and finding ways to move through it is huge. Right? I think not being held back by your pain is like a huge like gift of life and fitness, right? And you don't let that determine your life. You enjoy the foods I want to enjoy, and then not feeling guilty because I have room to eat a cookie every day if I want to. And some days I don't want to. Some days I would rather eat, I want to eat so much food. I want to feel so full. So I'm going to have the salad and the protein and, the whatever. But sometimes I want a cookie, and those choices are mine, but there is no like guilt or shame anymore, which then I think frees me from those cycles of, overeating and feeling bad about it. And then, spiraling downward. And then I'm 10 or 15 pounds heavier and wondering what went wrong.
So as you saw, the three main lessons that Whitney took away from her 12-month program with me were: when you make your health and fitness a high priority, everything in your world changes. And this is just in a short interview, but I can tell you that her confidence soaring, energy better, her ability to say no to temptation so much higher, which leads to less shame and guilt surrounding other areas of life, including getting upset and frustrated at family and kids and home life, and being able to handle the stresses of being a mom, on top of not having to deal with the stress of not having a body that's functioning, that's tired, that's broken down, that hurts all the time. The second one was transformation takes time. When it comes to losing weight and keeping it off long term, these 90-day, 6-week, 28-day quick fixes are not going to get you the results that you want in the long term. They might make you feel good today, but when life happens, when things change, we resort back to our standard issue. And unfortunately, the reality is, and how we're made, or fortunately how we're made, is it takes time for us to change our habits and behaviors. And so because Whitney was so apprehensive at the beginning, she was very, very nervous for us to work together for a while. She's like, I think I'll just take a couple months. And she soon found out that losing weight and keeping it off meant a lot more than just eating right and exercising. And the last one is what we actually call in the program a hierarchy of body transformation. There's 4 things that we use, 4 levers that we use in order for us to help people lose weight and keep it off long term. And one of those levers is nutrition, but there's 3 other ones that 2 of them people don't even consider. The other one's fitness when it comes to losing weight and keeping it off. And each of them yield different sort of outcomes when it comes to losing weight, building muscle, whatever it might be. And so when you think that everything when it comes to losing weight, the eating right, the getting good sleep, the exercise, all of those have equal weight and you give them all equal value, that might be why you're stuck. And if you're somebody that really resonates with Whitney, that sees this video and they go, man, I see myself running into the same problems that Whitney has, take these lessons and use them. And if you're somebody that wants to help in understanding how fitness and nutrition works, how to write programming, how to do exercise, how to get out of pain, how to understand the problems that you're running into. The Trailblazer Fitness Academy is here for you to help serve you in teaching you how to lose weight and keep it off long term, not feeling guilty about food that you enjoy, and learning how to do this stuff so the weight goes off and stays off. And then at the end of the program, you graduate just like Whitney, and she's well on her way to being able to keep the weight off long term, getting rid of this problem that's been plaguing her since middle school. So that being said, if that is you and you want to get involved, all you gotta do is click the link down below, punch in your information, and we will hop on a breakthrough call. On that breakthrough call, all we're gonna do is we're gonna cover some of the stuff you're struggling with, see where you're at, what you wanna get to, and worst case scenario at the end of the call, I'm gonna point you in the direction with a lot of good information. You're gonna gain a ton of clarity about where you're currently at. Best case, we're gonna work together and you're gonna be just like all of them and the other people that have recently graduated the program that aren't up here yet, of people that have lost the weight and kept it off long term using the sustainable methods that the Trailblazer Fitness Academy teaches. If that's you, I'll be talking to you soon. Otherwise, like and subscribe to this video and comment below, what do you find most valuable, or what did you find most valuable out of this interview? Bye.